Thank you for inviting me to this General Assembly of the European Local Inclusion and Social Action Network as a member of the Experts Committee. Today, I want to share with you some of the work I'm doing in preparation for the Second World Summit for Social Development, which will take place this November. It's a historic milestone for the United Nations and also a crucial step towards achieving the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So let me begin by recalling very briefly where it all started, the significance of the first summit held nearly 30 years ago. On that occasion, world leaders set out a bold vision, a world built on social justice, solidarity, harmony, and equality, but most of all with people at the very center of development. Since then, we have made progress in reducing poverty and narrowing inequalities, but today we still face a world of overlapping crises, demographic shifts, rising geopolitical tensions, economic fragmentation, the intensifying effects of climate change, technological disruptions, the threat of pandemics and ongoing conflicts. We have talked about all this today. Therefore, this year's summit is not just timely, it is essential. And it aligns perfectly with the theme of this assembly, building an integrated environmental, economic and social model of sustainable family development. It also resonates with the work we have been doing at the International Federation for Family Development since and for the lead up to the summit. We started last April with 44 young researchers from 18 countries across 4 continents who have participated in our working groups. Their work has included comprehensive literature reviews and the drafting of 50 political recommendations on key topics for the summit. Some of their insights have already been published and presented at United Nations events, and I want to extend from here my heartfelt congratulations to those who have delivered oral statements, participated in discussions, or published their research. Even as I speak today, we're finalizing the publication of their results and promoting further studies and further projects as the internships we are going to develop during the summer with some regions that are part in this network, in this European network. Also looking ahead, our 13th International Advocacy Workshop, to be held in Paris this June, will focus on 3 advocacy plans: gender equity and the care economy, mental health and parenting support, and new technologies and the future of work. These plans will help shape IFFD's final contributions to the summit. I'm also pleased to report that the key document forming the basis for the summit's zero draft political declaration includes a vital field of actions: social policies and the role of the family. It emphasizes, and I quote this official document again, the need to create and adapt social policies on care and support systems using a holistic approach that recognizes the family's role as both an enabler and a contributor to social development. Other substantive areas identified for the summit in this paper include poverty eradication, full and productive employment, social integration, food security and nutrition, physical and mental health, quality education, lifelong learning, harnessing technology and artificial intelligence, climate resilience, gender equality, adequate housing and migration. But as we promote family policies, we must be clear. Supporting families should never mean excluding those who choose different paths if we really want to succeed. A truly inclusive approach supports both families and individuals, ensuring that everyone has equal access to opportunities, also to resources and to social services. The key at the end of the day is to balance respect for individual choices with recognition of the broader impact on society. Why does this matter? First, because having children is essential for population renewal and workforce sustainability. As birth rates decline in most parts of the world, societies face the challenge of aging populations and shrinking workforces. When families have children, they help ensure that there will be enough people in the future to support economic activity, care for the elderly, and maintain the vitality of communities. Without sufficient population renewal, countries may struggle with labor shortages, increased pressure on pension systems, and a reduced capacity to innovate and grow. In this way, supporting families and encouraging responsible parenthood is not just a private matter, it is a public good that underpins the long-term sustainability of our societies. Second, because children who grow up in supportive family environments become adults who actively contribute to society. As they mature, these individuals participate in the workforce, pay taxes, contribute to social security systems, help to fund public services, and support older generations. Beyond their economic contributions, they often take on caregiving roles within their families and communities, providing essential support to both young and elderly relatives. This intergenerational solidarity, as you know, is a cornerstone of social stability and resilience. By investing in families today, we are effectively investing in the future contributors and caretakers of our societies. And third, because families play a crucial role in nurturing social cohesion and transmitting cultural values. Within the family unit, children learn the values, traditions, and social norms that bind communities together. Families foster a sense of belonging, responsibility, and mutual support, which are essential for harmonious and inclusive societies. However, these positive outcomes are only possible when families themselves are supported by robust social systems, such as quality education, accessible health care, comprehensive social welfare. Societies that implement balanced and inclusive family policies are best equipped to harness these benefits and ensure that all members of the next generation have the opportunity to thrive. As we look ahead to the Second World Summit for Social Development, I would like to reaffirm our shared commitment to building societies that are just, inclusive, and sustainable. Let us fully acknowledge the vital role that families play in the social fabric, while also ensuring that every individual, regardless of their personal life choices, receives the support and opportunities necessary to thrive. And this can only be achieved in societies that uphold workforce sustainability, provide nurturing family environments, and implement balanced, inclusive family policies. Only then we will be able to shape a future in which, as the Sustainable Development Goals want, no one is left behind. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.